Welcome to One King West. I'm Adam, and this is Adam Checks In. Please, come on in. Upon entering, we have a large queen-size bed, 2 end tables, lights, USB ports and plugs, luggage rack, my luggage. Look at the view of the CN Tower. Beautiful. Large mirror reflecting the views. Standard closet with iron and ironing board, dresser, TV, one of 2 in the suite, and bathroom to the left. Now, the real reason I booked this suite. 44 floors in the sky, and the views are spectacular. The kitchenette had a lovely countertop with mirrored back, real espresso machine, fine china. Look at the views in that mirror. Sink. Off to the right, a cooktop. Don't know what you're doing with that. Mini bar. Was not stocked, but I did my best. You know how I roll. But really, who cares about a cooktop when you transform your bar into this? As you all know, my favorite room in a suite is the bathroom. The room was quite charming at night with a blacklit mirror. There wasn't a lot of counter space. The tub was quite deep, no jets, but c'est la vie. The towels were very plush, I must say. There was a makeup mirror and a separate shower, which I much appreciated. The products were provided by Byredo, which has a Canadian connection. My soap was amazing. The bubble bath and candle was from my private collection. I was promised a robe, but it was AWOL. I phoned down to the front desk, and the bellhop brought one up immediately. There was a hairdryer, and it worked. Now, a little bit about the hotel. One King West Hotel and Residence is located in the heart of Toronto's financial district. Built in 1914, the original Dominion Bank, now TD, the 13th-floor building was considered one of the finest skyscrapers in the city. The 176-meter-tall tower was added and finished in 2006, housing 575 suites, including 2 3-story penthouses. The hotel is close to many of the city's major attractions. The St. Lawrence Market is a 10-minute walk, Rogers Centre, 13, the Scotiabank Arena, 8, Toronto Eaton Centre, 6, and the CN Tower, a 20-minute walk. We had beautiful views of Lake Ontario, planes coming and going from Billy Bishop Airport, the CN Tower, and one infamous Toronto attraction, cranes. The lobby entrance, dining area, and the teller bar are all visually stunning with many original features, including the vault, which we will get to later. Staying in a former bank, I channeled the greatest investor I know, Gordon Gekko. For those of you who don't get that reference, you must be young. Now in true banker fashion, let's fix a cocktail. For this hotel stay, I chose an old-fashioned. Add ice to your mixing glass. Drop in a sugar cube, in this case, a sugar packet stolen from downstairs, a few dashes of Angostura bitters. Select your rye whiskey, in this case, my own private collection. Give it a good stir. Add a garnish of peel of orange. Strain into your rock glass, and now enjoy. Here's the night skyline before I say goodnight. Good morning. Time to take this bad boy out for a spin. The coffee, which were pods, were provided by Lavazza. It was a very classy touch, and I was most impressed that the pods were actually Lavazza themselves. It was easy to use, and it made a very strong cup of espresso or a langer, as opposed to a crappy drip coffee that we're all too familiar with in certain rooms. Cheers. Now off to the gym, which was pretty small, so this will be quick. Great views, as you can see. You can also skip the gym altogether and just visit the little outdoor area. Good to note that this hotel does not have a pool, but a large hot tub. Here is the lobby/restaurant. During the day, it sort of resembles a train station, but at night, they lower the lights and creates a wonderful ambiance. Now, let's open the vault. The hotel still has a century-plus-old vault, once known as Canada's largest and best-equipped vault. So large, in fact, it took 19 horses and 8 men to pull this 40-ton safe down Yonge Street to 1 King West, which it may have looked something like this. Giddy up. Speaking of transportation, if you arrived at the hotel by car and not horse, the hotel has valet parking at a cost of $60 per night. The hotel is directly attached to the underground path network, which is handy as sometimes Toronto can look like this. However, as my stay was in July, the weather was beautiful. Now I do have to point out some flaws. The room was a little beat up in places. It was 40 degrees outside, and for some reason these 2 heaters were on the whole time. These power cords, apparently for the whole floor, could have been covered up better. We had a toilet mishap, but I was able to fix it. But again, it's all about the views and location. For dining, 1 King West has the Daily Ritual for great croissants, sandwiches, and coffee, or the Teller's Bistro and Bar, which also offers in-room dining. You can find a full list of amenities and the restaurant's menus directly on their website. Since we're at a bank, let's talk money. Here's what I paid. $455 Canadian. That did not include breakfast or parking. Well, that concludes my stay at 1 King West. Like and subscribe. Comment below where else you'd like to see me stay. Until next time, I'm checking out. Here we are in room... Wow, that's a little loud. We can always edit that. And... strain into your... The soap in the bathroom is provided by the...